So here I will be focusing only on two sector, okay, to understand the working of the multiplier and why change in income will be more than change in autonomous component, especially investment component. Okay, why change in income will be more than change in investment expenditure. This you know, you have done the numerical. Okay, let's move this in geometric form. Okay. So this is your 45-degree line. 45-degree angle is here. Okay, this is y equal to AD. This is your aggregate demand. A bar is C bar plus I bar. Okay. This is A bar plus small c y. Okay. And this is your equilibrium level of income. Okay. Suppose there is an increase in autonomous investment. Okay. So y is what? C plus I. Okay. For that I have drawn this graph. If you open this one, what you will get? C bar plus small c y plus I bar. I have placed the value of them. Okay. Then this is C bar plus I bar. Then this term will go here and you will get multiplier 1 over 1 minus C. Okay. Let me write it again. So y minus small c y equal to C bar plus I bar. Y will be common, then you will get 1 over 1 minus C bar plus I bar. Okay. So this is A bar. Okay. So instead of writing all this thing, okay, what I have written this term. I have taken this term, okay, combine this autonomous part A bar plus small c y. So I have drawn this line. Okay. A bar plus small c y. Okay. This is my aggregate demand for this line, C plus I. Okay. Aggregate demand. Next, I am saying that this investment, autonomous investment increases. So when this autonomous investment increases, what aggregate demand I will have? C plus I plus change in investment. Okay. So this schedule will shift up. Why? Because this term will be higher. Okay. Here suppose this is 40 and this is 100. Okay. This is 40, 100. My autonomous investment increases by 100. Okay. Now it's 200. So change in investment is how much? 100. Now this is 240. Okay. This 40 is C bar. Okay. Remember, not total consumption. This is C bar. Okay. I'm not talking about CY. Okay. CY will be the same because MPC is same. Okay. So this will be your curve. So let me write like this better. C plus I. This is C plus I plus change in autonomous investment. Okay. This part is clear? Yes, no? Okay. Or simply put, okay, no need to go into detail because this one we have done because we are only focusing on multiplier. So the first line that I am drawing is for aggregate demand is C plus I. Okay. For that thing I have drawn, this is the autonomous part. Now there is an increase in my autonomous investment. Okay. So this line corresponding to that part. Okay. You can write A prime. So now my equilibrium level of income increases from say Y1 to Y2. Okay. Here you have aggregate demand or expenditure, whatever you want to write. Now look at this triangle. This triangle, okay, has two equal sides, this and this. Okay, this is called isosceles triangle. Okay, when two sides are equal, it is called isosceles triangle. Okay, let me name this one E1, E2, M, N. Okay. So by how much my investment increases? 100 represented by this distance. So change in investment or increase in investment is E to N. Let me write here on top of it. Change in investment. Okay, let me use change. I'm not putting change because I will use the triangle. Change in investment is E to N. Okay, how much is my change in income? E1M, right? Yes or no? My income before is this much, now this much is the same. Change in income is E1M. Okay, and since this triangle represents isosceles triangle, okay, so E1M, okay, you can say triangle E1 E2M is my isosceles triangle. Okay, so E1M must be equal to E2M, right? Okay, so my change in income is this much and this is equal to this much. Okay, so you can easily see that change in income is more than change in investment. Okay, change in income is this much, E2M, and change in investment is E2M, because E2M is equivalent to E1M. Okay, is it clear? So change in income due to change in investment will be greater than 1. Just divide both sides by I. Okay, so your multiply will always be greater than 1. Okay, clear this concept? Okay, next, working of the multiplier. Tomorrow I will do it again, okay, because we have time. So I just finish it. Okay, so in the working of the multiplier, I am only talking about two sectors. Okay, so understand this concept. When investment increases, just keep this thing in mind. Okay, what will happen? Output is demand determined, always remember. Okay, when investment increases, what will happen? The first thing, aggregate demand will increase, right? So when investment increases by 100, the first thing in the first round, what will happen? Aggregate demand will increase by 100. Okay, so when aggregate demand increases by 100, okay, what will happen? Production will take place, right? So output will also increases by 100. Output will also increase by 100. Production increases, output will also increase by 100. Okay, so when income increases, income is either consume or save, right? Agree? So consumption will also increases. And what is consumption? Cy plus small cy. Okay, so consumption will also increase. When your income increases, consumption will also increases. So consumption increases. Okay, consumption is a part of aggregate demand, right? Consumption is a part of aggregate demand, right? So aggregate demand will increase. Okay, by how much? This time small cy, because only induced part will increase of the consumption, right? So this time your aggregate demand in the second round will increase by this much amount. Okay, small c is say 0.75, income increases by 100, then consumption will increase by 0.75 into 100, it will be 75. In the next round, aggregate demand increases by 75. Okay, again when aggregate demand increases, what will happen? Your income will again increase. Okay, when income will increase, what will happen? Again consumption and saving will increase. So these will keep continuing. Okay, until the multiplier value is realized. Okay, until we not realize the multiplier value. Is it clear? Okay, so let me put that thing in table. This working out. So write here time period. Multiplier work through different time period. Okay, increase in aggregate demand, increase in production, total increase in income, total increase in income. This is not important for exam. They will not ask this technical aspect. Okay, only for you people I am doing it. Okay, so that you understand. So in the first round, okay, what happened? Investment increases. Okay, so aggregate demand will increase in the same amount. Okay, so say it increases. So change in autonomous expenditure. I just write it. Okay, because aggregate investment is also a part of autonomous component, right? Yes or no? Okay, so I'm just writing change increase in autonomous demand. So if there is an increase in autonomous demand, aggregate demand is C plus I. I'm taking two sectors. C will not change. So when this autonomous component change, okay, when there is a change in investment, there will be change in aggregate demand, equivalent amount. The first round. So production will also increase by 100. Okay, increase means it will increase or change by 100. So total income will increase in the first round by 100, right? Okay, income will increase by 100. So what income is used for? Consumption and saving, right? So in the second round, okay, how much will be the increase in aggregate demand? In the second round, how much will be the increase in aggregate demand? I just talked. Small c change in A bar, right? This part is clear? Everyone? Okay. So what I am saying is that your aggregate demand you have C plus I, okay, and we know output is demand determined, okay. So suppose investment increases by 100, okay, then what will happen? In the first round, aggregate demand will increase by 100, okay. If there is a change in autonomous component, this is autonomous component, okay. When investment increases by 100, immediately what will happen? Aggregate demand will increase by 100, okay. So when aggregate demand increases by 100 in the first round, okay, your income will increase by 100. Production increase by 100. So when production is done, okay, income will also increase by 100. Remember circle of now, okay. Whatever is produced, it will be distributed in the form of wage and interest profit, okay. Now this income will be used for consumption and saving, okay. So consumption, you know, C equals C bar plus small c y, right? So suppose MPC is 0.75. So when income is increases by 100, how much will be the increase in consumption? 0.75 multiplied by 100, 75 rupees, right? So in the second round, your consumption, let me use other pen. In the second round, your consumption will increase, okay? This is what it is saying. Increase in aggregate demand in the second round will be how much? Small c change in autonomous component, because your consumption is increasing, right? Okay, this is what I have written, okay. So in the second round, your aggregate demand will increase by 75, okay. When your aggregate demand increases, your income will again increase by 75 in the second round. Why? Because when your aggregate demand increases by 75, production has to be increased by this much, because you have idle capacity, you can increase production. So production will increase by this much amount, okay. How much is the increase in income? In the first round, it increases by how much? 100, okay. Then it increases by 75. So add it. So it will be, in the first round, it increases by 100 plus this much 75. It won't see delta A bar, okay. So this will be how much? 1 plus small c delta A bar, okay. Now, again, when production takes place, this much is the increase in income. Small c, change in A bar. Right? So when your income increases, what will happen? What will happen? When your income increases, you will either consume or save. Right? Okay? So again, consumption will increase. How much is the increase in income? This much is the increase in production. Okay? So this much is the increase in income in second round. Okay? Out of this income 75, how much you will consume? 75%, 0.75, right? Agree? So you will consume MPC times your increase in income. Small c delta A bar. Okay? So next, in the third round, okay, this is the increase in aggregate demand. So your production has to be increased by this much. I write directly C square delta A bar. Okay? So your increase in total income will be delta A bar plus, in the second round it increases by this much, and in the third round it is C square change in A bar. So this is 1 plus small c plus C square change in A bar. Okay? So this process will continue. Okay? Infinitely until the multiplier value is not realized. Okay? This thing that I have written here is representing infinite geometric series. Okay? Infinite geometric series. And we have a formula to find out. Okay? What will be the value? Let me do it. So let's look at increase in aggregate demand, what it is happening. So change in aggregate demand will be how much? In the first round, it will be increase in your investment expenditure. Then you have increase in consumption in the second round by C delta A bar. Then further it will stimulate increase in consumption through increase in aggregate demand and income. This is will be C square delta A bar. And this will continue. Okay? So how much is the increase in or change in aggregate demand? 1 plus small c plus small c square plus this will continue. Change in your autonomous component. Okay? That we have taken investment multiplier. Okay? In equilibrium, change in income must be equal to change in aggregate demand. Everyone agree? In equilibrium, change in income must be equal to change in aggregate demand. Okay? I will finish 5 minutes before, okay? No need to worry. Okay. You have class from 2 p.m. I don't know that. I know, but I forget that. Today is Monday. Okay? So, when you have series like this, okay, let's write that thing. So change in income will be equal to 1 plus small c plus c square plus this will continue change in your investment expenditure or autonomous component. Okay, so this represent infinite geometric series. Okay, so when series is infinity, you have this formula 1 minus r. A is the first term. Okay, R is a common ratio. Okay, so when you are taking any two value, okay, and taking the ratio, okay, like you are taking the ratio, this will be c by 1, c square by c, c cube by c square. Here it will be c cube, right? So what will happen? You will get c always. So it's common ratio. C will be common ratio. Okay. So first term is how much? What is the first term? Is 1, right? Okay, so this will be 1 over 1 minus small c. Okay, so this series I can write in terms of 1 over 1 minus small c. Okay, change in autonomous component. Therefore, what is multiplier? Change in income due to change in autonomous component, which is 1 over 1 minus small c. Now you understand how this multiplier is working. Okay, I repeating again one more time. Okay, you have aggregate demand equal. Let me open it. and you know that output is demand determined. Okay, so when your investment increases by 100, this increases by 100. In the first round, aggregate demand will also increase by 100. When aggregate demand increases by 100, okay, income will also increase by 100 in the first round. Okay, when income will increase, okay, what will happen? Consumption and saving will also increase, right? This autonomous consumption will not increase, right? Yes or no? Only the induced consumption part will increase. MPC is 0.75, I assume. Okay, you can take any number. So your consumption will increase, or aggregate demand will increase by how much? This is the component of aggregate demand. Okay, let me use red pen. So consumption will increase by small c, change in income. Change in income is how much? 100, and this is 0.75. So this is 75. Okay, so in the second round, what will happen? Consumption will increase by 75. Okay, when consumption will increase by 75, that means my aggregate demand will also increase by 75. Okay, in the second round, so production will again increase by 75. Okay, why? Because when aggregate demand increases by 75, your income will also increase because production also increases. The total increase in income is how much? Delta A bar plus small c delta A bar. Okay, so again what will happen? When this increases, this is increase in income, consumption will increase and saving will increase. Okay, then again you will have other pen I have to use. Okay, in the third round. Okay, so it will be like that. So this is the working of the multiple ion through different time period. Okay, I have recorded this video so that you can go through it, and this is not important much. Okay, this is just as a bookkeeping thing because we are doing it. Okay, let's look at paradox of thrift. Yeah. So what is paradox means? What do you mean by paradox? Anyone? This is simple term, right? Paradox. What does it mean? Contradiction, right? Paradox means contradiction. Yes or no? Hello? What happened? Yeah, paradox means contradiction. Okay. So when we are talking about paradox of thrift, that means saving. Okay. It is basically saying that what we say that when you save more, it will be good for you. Okay. You will have more income. Okay. But paradox of thrift. Okay. When all people in the economy start to save more, okay, what will happen is that your national income will decline. Okay. So that is why it is called paradox of thrift. Okay. When all people in the economy start to save more, what will happen? Your national income or output will decline. Let's look at simply in the graph. Okay. So here I am starting saving. Okay. And here you have saving and investment. I am starting from negative point. Okay. So this is your investment. Here you have 0. So this is negative quadrant. Okay. After 0 it will be negative. This is investment. Okay. So when your income is 0 and consumption is say 40, then saving will be minus 40, right? Yes or no? Okay, very good. So I will start from minus 40. Okay. When consumption is equal to income, you will have 0 here somewhere. Saving will be 0, then it will be going like this. So this is your saving function. Okay. Now everyone in the economy start to save more. Okay. So when they start to save more, this will reduce to minus 20. Okay. Okay. People start to save more, then this intercept term will increase, right? Yes or no? Minus 40, minus 30, minus 20, minus 10, then 0, right? So it will be minus 20 here. Okay. So your saving function, somewhere consumption will be equal to saving. Okay, before that. Okay. Here you have national income. So when all people in the economy start to save more, what happens is that your income decline from say y to y prime. right? So this is what you have in paradox of truth. Okay.